Good afternoon. Thanks for coming. We're sure excited about game week. You know, we felt we had a really good fall camp. Just for an opening statement here, we've stayed really healthy, and that was something that we always feel we need to do. And there's always that fine line: how hard do you go against each other? You got to go hard to get better and improve, but how much do you do live? How much can you push your team to do that, yet prepare for the first game? And we got through that part of fall camp and feel really good about our health at this point. So that's a real credit to our sports medicine staff, credit to our strength staff, and then also our guys just really paying attention to their bodies and taking care of themselves with hydration and rest and all those things. So looking forward to heading to Ames. Be a tremendous challenge for us, but a huge opportunity for our program to go on the road and really get tested against a team that really improved throughout the year. In 2023, as you watch their tape, I thought their coaching staff did a really good job with how they looked at the beginning of the year to how they played throughout the season. Some of the games that stick out my mind, I thought they played Texas really well, and Texas obviously was a playoff team and, beat Kansas State, another top team in their league, and just really an improved football team. So Matt Campbell and his staff do a great job, and we're going to have to do a great job the rest of our preparation here on offense, defense, and special teams to be ready for a real challenge.
Do you have a sense for any position group or anything that jumps out that makes Iowa State so strong?
Yeah, I think their quarterback's very improved throughout the year. He's mobile, can throw the ball deep, seems to really have command of their offense, and so he stands out. Their receivers, Noel and Higgins, are really athletic. Higgins is 6'4" and really can go up and get the ball. So, and then the tight end group that's really diverse. They have 6'7", 250-pound tight end that really runs good routes and can catch the ball. And the other two guys are capable of catching balls too, but they seem to throw it more to the young man that's 6'7", which creates a challenge. And then defensively, Onyedum, I got to pronounce that one, number 11. I know his number. He's really a good pass rusher and creates a lot of havoc on defense. But, they're a big physical football team, what you'd expect going into a Big 12 stadium.
What have you seen from the progression of your offensive line, and what do you think of going into a hostile environment with 4 new starters up front?
Yeah, I think we've made really good progress. I think the guys practiced hard, and we're trying to get them to work as a unit. That's the one unit on your team that really has to be together. You have to, one guy can't do it alone, so we've really worked hard at creating that chemistry up front and settled in on, the 5 or 6 guys, 7 guys, and 8 guys that are going to get the first opportunity there, that trying to play them together as much as we could the last few practices and obviously this week. So they've made good progress. Now we'll be tested with a big physical front and have to really be sharp assignment-wise, but really got to come off the ball and play physical, no doubt about it.
You kind of hit at it there a little bit, but once you kind of turned from maybe a fall camp to an established depth chart and maybe handed out reps in practice based on some of that, what have you noticed anything from practice as you kind of maybe streamlined the plan to your starters?
Well, we're still doing some good on good. We think that's part of our development here and to keep us sharp. So we still did some ones-on-ones yesterday, and we'll continue to do some of that in short phases in practice, but obviously you got to work the game plan against what you anticipate seeing from the Cyclones. Now, the one thing that we really need to prepare for too is what if they change things and are a bit different. So you got to have a plan for the what ifs that you see, but you got to plan for their base stuff. And that's what we're doing. And our guys, you see a different attitude coming into the office and watching tape. They're watching more and more of the opponent tape and getting locked into the plan right now.
Did anything jump at you over the captains that were selected from your team?
No, I think a lot of it is what we probably expected or see as coaches, and we want to get the voice of the team to select those guys. And I think the guys see a lot of the same things we see, but as we always stress, we want to know what the team feels, and those guys are around each other more than anybody, so we wanted to know how they feel about the leadership on the team.
Coach, how important is it for your guys to start off with a big test like Iowa State this early in the season?
Well, I think it helps your team. If you watch the tape, you're going to understand that you're going in and playing against very good personnel and a well-coached football team. And the one thing that we want to stress when you're studying the other team, the focus still needs to remain to be on us. Everything that we can control. We can control our preparation. We can control our effort once the game starts. We can control our mindset once the game starts, because we know there'll be some real challenges there, but we got to really use the rest of this week to really feel good about our preparation and our belief and trust in each other.
And how will that trickle down as you start into the, FCS play as well, just from the experience you're about to have this weekend?
Well, I guess we'll see. It's pretty much an unknown, but the big thing that we continue to ask our guys to do is focus on those things that we can control, and once we play against an opponent, then we're going to take a look, evaluate what we did well, where we need to improve, and then you move forward on to the next opponent, because we know we're going to have a lot of really good opponents that we're up against this year in our league and even non-conference. But one step at a time here. Let's focus on this first game, and then we'll evaluate it and move forward from there.
When you were asked about the offense, you listed off a couple of guys, 6'4", 6'7". I'm just more so curious, when you see big guys on the opposing team that you guys are going to have to cover, do you adjust on defense at all to make sure that you're covering them the most efficient way?
Well, I think you're aware of it because you know what kind of weapons they have and how you got to play against people. And our guys are going to probably have a little bit of adjustment once they get to the game and understand what they're up against. But, there's really no different plan. We just know who their guys are that they used offensively and how they used them, and that's what we got to prepare on. And then there'll be adjustments that have to be made in the game. But we know our guys are going to have to play physical, going to have to play tough, and really play with a lot of effort. That's what we expect every week. But, in first game, we're going to come out with a lot of energy. Can we maintain that energy throughout the 4 quarters? That's going to be really important.
During fall camp, I think you briefly mentioned that you guys will be practicing on the grass field to kind of prepare for Iowa State. Just curious on how that's going to help you once you get to Saturday.
Well, we hope it taught us a little bit what it feels like to play on grass. Our guys, several have never played on a grass game for a long time, so we tried to spend some time out there. And their surface is going to be a little bit different than our grass field that we have for a practice facility. Ours is really good grass, and theirs is really good grass. I guess it's just a little bit different. I haven't ever been on it. Some of our coaches have been down there, so it is what it is. You just got to go out and play.